In a previous position, I used to present in front of live audiences. Now that I get the opportunity to present in front of the camera, it makes my life a little bit easier. When I would present in front of live audiences, I would honestly have to tell you that I've had a few maybe awkward moments here and there. But with video, all of those moments can be edited out, which is awesome because it allows me to be much more comfortable when giving information. In a previous video, I shared with you 6 tips on preparing to be in front of the camera. If you haven't seen that video yet, be sure to check it out. The link's in the description. For this video, I wanted to share with you 6 additional tips so we can be sure and take your video skills to the next level. Tip number 1 is to know your audience. You want to determine who will most benefit from this topic and then pretend that you're talking directly to that person. You could even picture that person standing right behind the camera, or even get someone to stand right behind the camera so you can talk to them about this topic. When you determine your target audience, that will impact the length of the video. You might want to make it a little bit shorter or longer depending on who you're speaking to, or even the language that you use in your video. You want to make sure that that speaks directly to your target audience, whether it's a child or an adult, a male, female, depending on the industry that they work in. You want to use words that impact and reflect to that person. The second thing is it can impact the format. If you're talking to someone that's younger or maybe teenagers, you want to have maybe more of a fun environment. If you're talking to someone that you want to make it more professional and educational, that format can really impact who you're talking with. You just wanted to remember that it's not a one-size-fits-all. If you're having trouble determining your target audience, we've created an awesome document for you to use to help make it super simple. So be sure to click the link and get a free download of this target audience document. Which leads me into tip number 2, is to know your topic. It's very important that you're talking about something that you know, but also something that you care about. Because if you're talking about something that it's clear that you either didn't do your research or it's not something that is really that important to you, it will definitely show on the camera and to your audience. If it's not something you're already super comfortable with, make sure you do your research. But also you want to speak from the heart. So be sure that it comes off very genuine and that it's something that you really care about and that will show through in your video. For tip number 3, this one is drink water. I feel like this probably shows up on every list everywhere. Drink water is a very, very powerful thing that can help energize you. It's obviously super healthy, but it also just keeps you hydrated and helps make sure your voice is very warmed up and ready to go. So ensure that you have plenty of water prior to being on camera. So tip number 4 is to plant your feet. Whether you are sitting or standing, you want to make sure that you're not moving all over the camera. So if you're standing, maybe mark a line right in front that you want to plant yourself on. And if you're sitting, just try to keep your bottom foot or both feet planted on the ground so you're not moving all over the place. It can be very distracting if you are moving. Someone's just kind of like, why is that person moving? Instead of listening to the words coming out of your mouth. So try to keep yourself as planted as possible, but allow for natural movements, whether it be with your hands or with your head. Just allow for that to happen naturally. All right, so tip number 5 is to take a break. If you're just not feeling it, the words aren't coming out right, just take a break. You can do a quick meditation, take a quick nap if possible, or just take a few breaths and really get some more water or talk it out, practice it in front of the mirror. Just take a break. If you're not feeling it, you don't want to force it. So tip number 6 is to watch yourself. So after you've practiced a few times and you've gotten it recorded, take a look at it. This is the best way to really enhance your skills for your next video. You'll be able to tell if you're overusing some words like or like, or maybe you're playing with your hair, or maybe you're talking really fast, or maybe you're talking way too slow. You'll be able to tell these things if you watch yourself, and it'll really help you pick up on any of those nervous habits that you might have. But the biggest thing is don't beat yourself up. You don't have to be perfect. If you remember from my first video, we want you to be human, not perfect. So definitely be sure to watch yourself so that you can take your performance to the next level. So there you have it. Those are my 6 additional tips to make sure you are camera ready. You got this. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or even leave us a comment below with some of your favorite tips.